I was recently exploring an abandoned park, and this is what I found. This park is located in the middle of nowhere. There's no road signs or anything that indicates where it is. All I know is that it's somewhere near the border of Virginia and West Virginia. The coordinates are provided below if you want to try to find it yourself. The area around the park is mostly farmland with the exception of a small town about 2 miles south. To get to the park, you have to drive through a forest on some dirt roads. The forest itself is pretty creepy. Feels like something out of a horror movie. If this forest could talk, it would be whispering secrets that you don't want to hear. When you finally reach the park, you'll notice that it's completely abandoned. There's no other visitors, no families having picnics, no children playing. And when you walk around, you'll start to find the reason why. The park was closed decades ago. There's a sign that says it's been closed since 1986. It's been so long that most of the equipment has disappeared. What once may have been a thriving community space is now just a memory. One of the scariest parts about this park is that nobody knows why it was abandoned. There's no news articles or records that explain why the park was closed. The local residents don't remember much about it either. All they seem to know is that it was abandoned a long time ago. Some say that it's haunted, and that's why it was shut down. Others say that there were some shady dealings behind the scenes that forced the park to close. Whatever the truth may be, it's clear that something sinister went down here. In recent years, explorers have come across several creepy items at the park, things that suggest that the grounds may indeed be cursed. One explorer found an old shoe, which is never a good sign. Shoes are typically associated with souls, and finding one suggests that a soul is trapped there. Another explorer found a rusty gate with a horrifying message spray painted on it. It read, "Don't open unless you want to die." Of course they opened it anyway, but nothing bad happened. Still, it's a creepy message nonetheless. As the sun began to set, I decided to explore deeper into the woods. There was a narrow path that led to a clearing, and I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched. The trees seemed to be closing in on me, their branches reaching out like grasping claws. Just as I reached the clearing, I heard a loud crash. My heart pounded in my chest as I turned to see a large log that had rolled down the hill. It wasn't there before. I checked. It had to have been there. Why did I not see it? Had it been hiding? Was it watching me? In the distance, I noticed something else. It looked like a black bag or a sack of some sort. I cautiously approached it, my eyes wide with anticipation. As I got closer, I saw that it was just a bag of leaves. But as I reached out to pick it up, something inside shifted. Startled by the sudden movement, I pulled my hand back. Could it have been an animal? A small voice whispered in my ear, "Run," and I didn't need to be told twice. I turned and ran as fast as I could, my feet pounding on the forest floor. Behind me, I heard a rustling in the leaves and the sound of heavy breathing, but it wasn't getting any closer. I didn't dare look back to see what was chasing me, but I could feel its presence just beyond my sight. After what felt like an eternity, I burst out of the trees and onto the road. I didn't stop running until I reached my car. Once I got inside and locked the doors, I let out a shaky breath. My heart was still pounding in my chest, and my hands were trembling. I looked around, but I knew whatever I had seen or felt was only in my mind. Or was it? To this day, I'm not sure what I saw or experienced in those woods. It's possible that it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. After all, the park has been abandoned for decades, and there's no evidence that anything sinister ever happened there. But then again, there's also no evidence that it was just a normal park. It's possible that something dark and evil still lingers in those woods, waiting for its next victim. Whatever the truth may be, I'll never go back to that park. The memories I made there will haunt me for the rest of my life. Now, it's your turn to explore the abandoned park. You can find it on Google Maps. Look for the coordinates provided below. They should be accurate to within a few dozen feet. When you find the entrance, take a photo and post it to social media with the hashtag provided. Let me know what you think is going on at this park. Do you believe it's haunted? Or do you have another explanation for what I experienced there? But before we move on, I want to share a few more details about the park itself. According to the locals, the park was once a popular spot for families and young lovers. There was a gazebo in the center of the park where couples would dance and people would watch their children play. The park was also home to a number of animals, including a family of deer that would often graze in the open fields. However, over the years, the park began to deteriorate. The equipment became outdated and the buildings fell into disrepair. In 1986, the city council voted to close the park and demolish the structures. Since then, the park has remained abandoned. The only things left behind are a few crumbling buildings, a rusty swing set, and a haunting silence. If you decide to visit the park yourself, please be respectful. This was once a place of joy and laughter. Don't disturb the peace by vandalizing the property or disturbing any animals that may live there. And now it's time to hear from you. What do you think happened at this park? Do you think it's haunted, or do you have another explanation for what I experienced there? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories. Also, let me know if you're planning to visit the park yourself. I'm curious to see what photos you come back with. While you're down there, I encourage you to check out some of my other videos. I explore abandoned places all over the United States, and I share my experiences with you. You're sure to find something that interests you. Before I go, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps me out. Also, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my new videos. I've got lots of exciting adventures planned, and I can't wait to share them with you. Finally, I want to ask you for a favor. I'm trying to reach as many people as possible with my videos, and the best way you can help me do that is by sharing my content with your friends. So if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. Who knows? They might enjoy it just as much as you did. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.